Hello, my fellow felines. This is KittyCatPlaysWithYarn here, and today we are doing a very small, very simple house build. And the long and short of this house build is I was bored at my boyfriend's house. So this wasn't actually filmed on my computer. So if you guys do notice a difference between like this and my other videos in terms of like the brightness and the stuff like that of the build and of the game in general, that is why, because I was on my boyfriend's computer while he was at work all day building in The Sims and playing Sims. Because he had me come over and I was like, but you work tomorrow. And he's like, yeah, but I'll let you download Sims on my computer. So I did, and this is what happened. It's a super simple, relatively small build. It's a one bedroom, one bathroom house. There's nothing too fancy about it, honestly. I don't really know what else to say about it, honestly. It's not special. I like it, it's cute. But I've done better builds in the past, so I don't know. It's not one of my favorites, but I don't hate it either. So it's one of those kinds of situations where I'm kind of like, well, it's okay. But like I said, I'm not super proud of it, unfortunately. But I am gonna post it because, I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of getting back to the building roots, I guess, by posting this video. Because, like I said, it is very simple. There's no CC involved or anything. There's no really fancy move objects stuff. There's nothing too fancy about the house, it's a simple, like, little blue boy. I think I end up making it blue. I actually can't remember, and I built this not yesterday, the day before yesterday. So my memory is shit, but it's okay. I don't know. I really honestly don't know what to talk about in this build. I did use a lot of cats and dog stuff because if you guys know me at all, you guys will know that I do really love the stuff from cats and dogs, especially like the windows and the like the fence and stuff. And it was being really weird with some objects. So it had like the X over some objects on his computer, and I don't really know why. I mean, it wasn't over anything I really wanted to use anyway, so I wasn't too concerned about it, but it was just kind of weird. So you guys might notice while I'm scrolling through the catalog, like, there are just some X's over some random stuff, like right there in the curtains. Like, there are those 3 in a row that are just X'd out. And frankly, I don't know why. But like I said, it wasn't over anything too important, at least. So I didn't mind too much. Oh, I also used these interior doors from Cats and Dogs as well. And I don't ever, I use them a little bit, but I don't tend to use them a lot. So I did, and I actually really like how it turned out. It's like a cute little cottagey kind of home. It's, like I said, it's pretty small. Use Parenthood counters, shocking, in like the gray color, which I don't tend to use, I don't think. And I also used the actually matching fridge, which I don't do very often either. I really liked it though because like the like cabinet around it matches the counter colors, and then the fridge on the inside's like a tan color, which I think is really nice. And then I got the matching stove too, and I think it's just pretty cute, and I hope you guys like it. It is a relatively simple build, as I said before. I mean, there is like a little bit of move objects with like getting stuff on the counters, but other than that, there's not really anything too fancy. I also just realized I'm talking very fast. And the reason for that is I couldn't really tell you. I've had a weird day. My anxiety has been super high, which is very unfortunate. I've actually had really bad anxiety while driving lately. So I go to work to my boyfriend's house, and then that's about it. Like, that's pretty much the only place I drive. And then my roommate usually drives when we go shopping for anything. Unless, like, I'm picking up something on my way home or whatever. But from my boyfriend's house, it's like an hour drive. So the other day, no, I was coming back from work, actually. That's where I was. And that was still like a good 45-minute drive. And the other day, I came home from work and I had a full panic attack the full drive. But I still made it home, and it was probably one of the scariest things I've ever experienced. Because if any of you out there do have panic attacks, you guys know they're fucking scary. And to me, driving is kind of scary anyway, just because you're in like a giant thing that can ultimately kill you and kill other people. So driving is really scary to me. Panic attacks are really scary to me. And then putting them together is just a mess. It was fucking horrible. And I know what you guys are probably thinking. You're probably like, Jen, why didn't you pull over? I feel like you should have pulled over. And I thought about it. I was like, should I pull over? But I didn't. Why didn't I? I guess I don't know, my anxiety was too high to pull over, I guess. Like, on my way home, there were lots of places, because I get on the interstate for a little bit, for, like, a few exits. So I'm on there for, like, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 15 at the most, if traffic is going slow. And then I'm on, like, a main drag for most of it, and then I turn onto my road, and my road is super, like... I can't think of the right word, but it's super, like, in the woods, basically. And there were plenty of options to pull over, like, after I got off the interstate. I didn't, though, because, I guess I just didn't, because I didn't want to be sitting in a parking lot, crying, having a panic attack, looking like a crazy person. Because there's still this stigma. I mean, I live in Maine, so, like, we're not very progressive at all. So people, like, learn that someone has depression or something, and they're like, oh, you're fucking nuts. Like, I wasn't gonna sit in a parking lot and be looked at like I was crazy because I was having a panic attack. I don't know. And I know that I'm getting a little deep today, and I'm sorry, my phone just went off. I forgot to put it on silent before I started recording, because I actually really need to get this video out, because I'm recording this the day before it goes out. I'm bad. It's okay. I'm in a very strange mood today, guys, and I do apologize. But yeah, I also use this wallpaper. I don't think I've ever used that ever since we got it with cats and dogs. I don't know. I just needed to point that out, but I don't think I've ever used that wallpaper ever since we got it, but I did, and I think it looks really cute. I really like this house, actually. Now that I'm looking at it again, I'm like, hey, this is pretty cute. And then, of course, I did the columns on the corners, like always. And yeah, we are actually getting pretty close to the end of the video. We're just going to put a few things out on the front porch and then do landscaping, and then we're done. And obviously there will be some screenshots coming right at you guys very shortly. So I think I'm gonna get going right now, but I hope you guys are having a perfect afternoon, evening, or whatever, wherever you are in your neck of the world. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to become a popper, because I post new videos all the damn time. And I will see you all in the next video.